Welcome to the 20th episode. I'm Jimster Gaming, your host on this OTTD gameplay on the huge Europe map. So, this time we are going to continue to connect the Guinness breweries in Dublin. And to do that, I have prepared a little bit. So, we put in, sorry, that was a cold train. We put in a grain train. We have put in two actually. So we have taken grains from Waterford and from Carlow over to Dublin. And we have prepared and also purchased vehicles to move some sugar beets over to the sugar mill at Carlow. The sugar mill at Carlow will probably also need a rail connection at some point in time to get engineering supplies in and food out, but for now it will have to do with that. So that's how far we got. And the brewery is needing manufacturing supplies, which we don't produce, I think, anywhere, and it also needs fruit. So on the fruit side, there is a plan. So the plan is to reuse this one for the fruit as well. And the fruit is coming from Guernsey. So this place down here. And yeah. So I've built a connection on this side as well, at Bournemouth, because the farming supplies for this is coming from Birmingham. So up here. Yes, so that's where we are with that. So I'm going to first of all check. Oh, that's engineering supplies actually. I want them separated. It's going to be a mess anyway. So let's put in two extras there. Add some extras here. So the plan was to reduce the number of rail tiles per train. And building more rail might not help, but whatever. Need to put in those. It's a huge amount of stuff here. But it will get better when we manage to connect a little bit more things. Let's put this one in. Good, and this one. The thing here is that we are going to connect two farms down there, one fruit and one dairy. So I'm going to put these on the same train, even though the dairy farm is not on the list of stuff to be fixed, I guess, anyway. But we'll just prepare for it anyway, and we are going to use small ships, and they take 65 each, which means that we need to get 130, and as these take 26, that would be 5 of them, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a different one, 5. Farm supplies, 130. Get in there and there. This one is going to get a little bit complicated though. So it's going through there. It needs to get through Bristol Waypoint. It will continue south. So I built a line here. And to get this way, it needs to turn around. So it needs to get through this turnaround point and then out to Bournemouth Woods. where we will transfer it, and then we are going back there, and we are getting back there. I'm not sure if that's going to work. I don't remember. I have done stuff like that before, but that's such a long time ago, so I don't remember if that was the best way of doing it, but whatever. Let's make it a try anyway. So that should be fine, and this would be okay. It will not take more than 3 months to go there anyway, so it doesn't matter. So let's move. That was train number 125 actually. Good stuff. I'm going to put in, because in Bournemouth, not sure if we'll have any shipping there. So in Bournemouth we are going to put in a ship depot there. And let me see, farm supplies. And is it that one? No. That one it is, take 65. And we are going to buy 2, so we'll fix the other one at the same time. Make sure it says farm supplies, and let's get to Bournemouth Woods, and there, and to St. Peter's Port, and back. It's a little bit odd to have this one there, but whatever. Let's do that anyway. Done. Because there is no function to actually unload or part unload, which had been useful in this case, but well, that function doesn't exist. And playing on this huge map and with all these supplies going back and forth, playing it with cargo distribution is just not doable. It just doesn't work very well. I have tried that, and it's just assigning weird numbers to weird places. We'll put in the dock here as well. Guess we can put it there, it doesn't matter. It's not needed, as I said, but just... Oh, that was not the right one. Delete. It's this one that we want down here. Done. Go there, and then go over to the depot. Great stuff. So let's just get these moving for now. So that means we have sorted the farming supplies, and we need to get the fruit moving. So we'll actually build one here, build a depot there. That's going to serve both islands and possibly Cherbourg if needed as well. I'm not sure, let me see. I need to figure out what trains we can do first. 270 would be great. So let's see what we can do with fruit. Not much actually. We have 26 and 24, which is great because those are 50 together, and we have 20. And they are the same, well, almost the same speed, so that's great actually. And I can't do 225 because that means I need 11 wagons, and that is not doable at all. I can do 5 of these, which will be 130, which is very close to 135. There's no way of doing 135. Double-headed trains aren't that great. I'm not sure if I can even get this one, because I suspect it will be too long. So I think I needed 5 of those, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, that is 270, I believe. That's 270 tons of fruit. The problem is it's longer than the station. On the other hand, how many tons will this be? 37 plus 44. Average is 40. Let's call it 40. So that is 400 tons. So 435 tons. 435 tons. Just writing it down because otherwise I'm going to forget it. If we had, let me see, iron ore instead. As an example, this one is weighing 79 tons full. And I can take 6 of those. It's complaining uphill, and 6 of those is 6 times 8, so that's 480. So it's actually heavier. So we could actually do that. So removing this one would bring it down to under 6. And hope for the best. It's the only thing we can do in this case. So 270 tons, done. And bring it in there. This is the longest train we have, I believe, at least in Ireland. And there is no waypoint down there. No, there is one over there. And bring it into Dublin to make some lovely fruity Guinness with Guernsey tomatoes. Guernsey at least was used to be famous for its tomatoes. I'm not sure if that is still the case. Done. Do I need more than one? I wonder. How much do we produce there? 40 tons. And when that's quadrupled, it's 160. Then it just doesn't make any sense to do this at all, actually. So let's just redo that. So let's remove these. This will be 100-tonner. There's no point in having anything bigger. So that should be 100 tons, right? Fruit, 100 tons, yes. That would make more sense, because 160 tons when you quadruple it, and you can only do 80% of that, so that will be like 128 maybe. So 100 will do, because there is a ship taking 100 as well. So this is sorted. Let's go. And let's buy 3 ships. Farm supplies, but fruit. Fruit we have there, and we have the Meteor that do 100 tons. That's great. Buy. Fruit. Let's go. Full load any cargo. And over to that boy there. That boy there. Point Penzance. This one there. And following the coast to the north and get to Waterford, where it is transfer. And there we are, same way back. Remember with the old Pathfinder that had issues with ships when building the oil line from Casablanca in Morocco to Aberdeen. I think there were 120 buoys or something in between. So this has been done. Let's create a group. I think there is a bunch of ungrouped stuff from before. Yes, I need to fix that as well. Like that, to Waterford. Done. And move this one over. And clone this one. I'll fix the other two later on. I think we'll put 3 on this for now and let them all just leave. Great. Perfect. The thing is, we should then do something with the alcohol, but I'm not sure what to do with it because so there is in Ireland a bunch of places. So in Dublin we have the gas station that needs food, goods and gasoline. In Dundalk we have a convenience store, a grocery store that needs food, fruit and alcohol. In Armagh we have the same. In Bristol we have... Can't see what we have there. What do we have there? Oh, it's a gas station, right? In Derry it's a grocery store. In Donegal it's a hardware store. That means it needs goods and building materials. In Sligo there is a grocery store. In Athlone there is a builder's yard that just needs building materials. There isn't anything else in there, right? No. And so on. And there might be a hotel as well somewhere. And I saw there was one here, and hotels wants food, passengers, and alcohol. So that means, well, we could actually send all the Guinness to St. Helier. Why not? They can have a good party at the hotel anyway. So I'll see if I can make a plan for that. I have played with it before a few times and it's extremely clogging for any kind of network, so I haven't really decided what to do with it. So we'll see what happens with it. Anyway, so that's done. So the connection is fixed and Dublin will get its fruit. Or the Guinness breweries will get these fruits actually. Now that the production has increased, we are going to need some extra trains on here. So in Galway we have 2 trains only. Both of them are currently full on the way to Armagh, I believe. There's 150 tons of wood waiting, and this one is just ended up in a quadruple mood. So let's put in another one. And when pressing Control, when you clone it, that means it's going to end up in the right group or the right folder, and it's going to sort itself out, get the same orders and everything. So that's a perfect feature to use here. Over in Aberystwyth we have the same issue. So this single train can't cope. with the demands, or sorry, with the needs of the coal mine. So I will clone that one as well and leave, because there's already 387 tons. It's starting to drop production because we simply don't transport it away quick enough. On the same line, we have the issue that it's piling up here as well. So need to put in an extra ship. Let's go. I'm not sure if one extra ship will be enough. I might need two, but anyway, that's a start. This one is over here. I think this one will have an issue because it has a long line. So I'm actually going to clone this one as well, just to make sure that we have the capacity, because that means the lime kiln is going to step up the production, which is great, and that means more farm supplies and eventually more chemicals as well when needed. So that is the plan here. We have other stuff to do in Ireland, but I think we'll leave Ireland for now and move back to the UK. We have put in farm supplies for St. Helier. The livestock going from St. Helier is going to go by boat over to Dover, where the stockyard is, and the milk is going to go to France, to Rennes. So I've started to prepare here, so I put in a short station, which is dangerous, but that's the way it will have to be, and there's basically only one thing that can come in and out of this. I put in the docks with it to get the ships in, so this is the reloading reloading station. I fixed it a bit in Saint-Malo, added a dock because we might need to get the passengers in here. I haven't decided yet. The issue here is that this grain mill is so close, so I have to put in the station for that one as well before the local authority gets too mad with me, because otherwise I will never be able to build it. So 8 Saint-Malo mill dish. So that will be the incoming. I will just put one on this side and one on this side for outgoing. I'll put one more here. Still okay, great. We are now outside their areas, that's great. So I will put in one more. I'm not sure if I need it or not. There is there are docks for that as well. So next thing to do is to put in the Canadian stations as usual. Really prefer the old version of the earlier Canadian stations, because that means they have a nice reddish color, but whatever. So we have to put in a station there, and I think that will be all Saint-Malo. So there we go. And let's get this one out. So I think actually I'm going to do this here and take 4 tracks going out, because that means it's possible to get over there. This one needs one extra there. I need to calculate this if it's going to work, but whatever. So I'm not sure where to bring this one. Oh, that depends actually. What I don't need to build this piece actually, because it's not going to be used for now. We'll do that because we need to get these up there. Get a turn, and yes, they can go through there. Perfect. I haven't decided. I think we'll do this side. Put in signaling, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 2 more, and then just put it over there, like that. Build a tunnel. We need to sort Rennes before we get there, because otherwise we'll have the issue there as well. And that's not something we want. I don't think there will be any other trains coming here. No. So the route through Rennes, there's one there actually, and one over there. I'm not sure if the milk from there are going here or somewhere else, but anyway, on this side it's very far to anything, so it doesn't matter. So instead of bringing it down to Nantes, I think it will end up in Vannes. It's my guess, but we'll see. Doesn't matter, because we'll just put the station in anyway. So first of all, oh, I hate when they do that. Yeah, whatever. So the first station will be there, and then we'll have a station over here. Do that. Not that it's needed, but still. And that means the station, passenger station, will end up here. And these are way outside the village anyway. I just need 2 there, don't need any ships. So let's just put, it's missing a bit there. So dig a hole and then just get it done. And we are heated. Look at that. I don't think we'll have any lines coming from somewhere else into the station. We might send one over in this direction and one over in this direction. Not sure about that yet. We'll see. This one will shave off, just to keep the normal way of doing things. Holes we are able to fill without any reason, and just done. I'm not sure if this one is long enough. I think it is actually. 7, 8, 9. That's going to be tight squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gosh, it is too short. I don't want that. So even though this is going to look silly, I'm going to do this. Because I just don't want this issue later on when we put more trains on the line, that we have a place where trains can only be 7, where everywhere else they can be 8, and so we don't want that. This one I'll just put through there, so the city don't build houses in the way. Put in signaling, not that it's needed, but still. On this side though, this one is going out. I hope I can get this one. Yeah, it just exactly fits there actually. To bring it over there. This one will be brought over there and sent over there. This is actually technically over a piece of the ocean. There isn't a bridge in real life, I'm quite sure, but because it's such a short bridge, I think we can allow that anyway. Otherwise we'll just have to put it around there. That's doable. So that's fixed. And then just let it continue over here and remove the hole. And as I said, my guess is that we will do it this way. So there's one line going to Vannes and one going to Nantes. Good stuff. So this one could actually start climbing. Not there, preferably, but there. Because I still think it can get past, right? Not surprised if I miscalculated that. No, it can. Look at that. Party, party. So let's bring that one down there and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which means we can do that here. We could have done it one earlier, but there's no point in doing it. It's going to be crowded here anyway. And because we are in the middle of a station, we can actually raise the land without needing any kind of better reason than so. Just do that. That's just to get a good name for it and move it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, of course. 8. And bring it down there. This seems like a milk. This is a milk tank. So we'll just put 4. That's a little bit weird with 4 milk tanks, but whatever. So that's done and dusted. And we need an entrance. And let's put in signaling, even though it isn't really required. Same here. Good. The train here is going to end up here, I believe. Oh, first of all, we need to figure out how much milk we're going to get. So this one produced 99,000. That's a lot. So that means 400,000 almost at full speed. And 400,000 is 4 times 8 is 32. So it will do 320 a month. So then we need the 271 actually. This one needs to climb twice for that. I'm not sure that will work. Anyway, let's give it a try. So we'll put on the R train, go to milk. We did actually have some other ones. It's going to take 60. Can't get to 200. It's 4 wagons plus 30. This one takes like 26. This one takes 30. They don't look very nice. These are just going to be a nightmare though. But we can try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And every refrigerator wagon small. And this should be 270, right? Yeah. done, and let's there's not even a waypoint for this one. There will only be one station, so it doesn't matter. You can't bring anything else through here, I think. If we do, it's going to be complicated. This is the inn, and go back there. We could have something else coming in here only to unload, but then it needs to go to depot first, because otherwise it's going to get stuck on one of these two and be in everyone else's way, so that's not so great. Done, and let's put on see here, milk. I hope I have the 270 for milk. Yes, I do. Buy and refit, and make sure it's milk. Milk, milk, milk. There we are, and full load. And get there, and transfer, and back to a depot far away. Good stuff. And let it start moving. Good, good. Next thing to do here now is to make sure that the livestock gets moving to Dover. And we are going to use that boy actually. So I'm just going to put in there is a livestock one. Livestock. The problem with that, I think, is that it's really big. This is the livestock one. Now it takes 200. That's quite a lot, but it's fine. So let's buy that one. I can do 200, 400, or 600. You can do 400 livestock on this one. That means it needs to leave less than once a month, so that's okay. Done, and let's start in St. Helier, full load. Remove this stuff there so I can see what I'm doing. Go to Cherbourg, boy, continue through the channel. Up there, and let's put in a station. I'm not exactly sure where to put the station. You can't put it there. You can put it there. So yeah, Dover Horse Market. Wow. So it's horses that they milk in Jersey. Who would have imagined that? And we are soon back again. I even managed to pass it. Delete that one and go to depot. Great. I'm going to probably make 3 of these. So let's do that immediately. Clone, dash, dash. Like that. I'll put these in folders and stuff off camera. So until next time, have fun and see you soon. Thank you for watching.